Starting today's video with a look at an NQ long that I took during London. It was a stop out on that one, but we'll take a look at it. And then, of course, we'll take a look at today's daily bias. Let's get it. G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Jimmy Trades here. Thank you for joining me this morning. Remember to smash that like button, guys. Really heat it up. Burn that button. It will send the channel far and wide, and we'll get more views as well. Be sure to drop a comment, and yeah, that'll be a great help. All right, looking at the calendar here, no news. We still have CPI in for Friday. It's not tentative as it has been in previous couple of weeks, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, no news until Thursday. All right, we'll start straight away on the 3-minute chart, and we'll have a look at the trade that I took. Okay, there we go. So you can see the executions there. Basically, if we just roll back a little bit, you can see that here on the 30-minute, these are the 30-minute candles. We had a C2. And with that C2, we had a change in state of delivery, which is indicated by this blue line here. And all I wanted to do at that point is wait for a retracement back to the change in state of delivery for an opportunity to get in. Now, what I actually ended up doing was taking the position once we closed through this level here, okay, above this opposing candle. I wasn't entirely confident then at that point we would retrace back as we were starting to shift higher. So from that point I decided to get into the trade and basically watch it hang around in drawdown for the period of the London session. I thought we might be in with a shot. I was really wanting to see a close above that level. Above this level, I would have loved to have seen a close, and that would have given me a lot more confidence to see price move higher. But eventually, we got stopped out on that one. And if we just exit replay mode, you'll see the stop out there. I was hopeful. We were holding the equilibrium of the previous candle for a period, the 30-minute candle for a period of time, but it wasn't meant to be. So yeah, we took a stop out here. So you can see a couple of executions. I'll just explain that quickly. I initially got in on this candle, and then I was liking a reaction that we were having, so I decided to just add another couple of contracts and see what happened. It didn't play out in this instance. All right, let's move over to NQ. Rightio, let's have a look at the daily. So on the daily time frame here, we had quite a strong day yesterday, didn't we? Perfect open, low, high close scenario. And I know we have swept out previous day high here already, but if we can just maintain and hold the 50% level, the equilibrium of the previous day, so Monday's candle, then I would look to see all-time highs come into play. So we'll see how that plays out today. That's my idea. We don't have to come all the way down to the equilibrium, of course, but if we do see a 4-hour C2, which we have here on the 2 a.m., but I would like to see a bit more of a deeper retracement there, a sweep of that, and then a closure back in to see the 6 a.m. candle close as a C2, then look for an opportunity on the 15-minute. So 15-minute time frame is my trading time frame for the New York session. I use a 3-minute to 30-minute time frame for London, and then a 15 to 4 hour to 15, whichever way you want to look at it, for the New York session. All right, you can see there's a change of state of delivery here. Now it might fail. All right, we want to see the equilibrium hold, so we've got an area here to find support, and if we fail that, then we'll sweep out the low, and I'd like to see that move, you know, back inside the range. Alrighty, back to the daily. Let's have a look what ES is up to. So a similar scenario with ES. Want to see that 50% level held. Moving to oil, and this is an interesting location. We did get a bullish C2 here. We didn't sweep out that low that I was chasing. We did get a bullish C2 on the daily, so we are getting some expansion off of that now. So that is looking quite healthy. We want to close, or we want to get a solid push through this bearish FEG here, and then we can target back up into this gap, okay? Because it's really, other than these daily highs, you know, which is all low resistance liquidity through here, that would be the next logical target. And if we move down to the 15-minute, we do have a change in state of delivery. We've left these failure swings here. Ideally, it would have been great to see London sweep out Asia, but wasn't meant to be. Nice 2 a.m. C2, and we're getting that expansion. So it is shaping up to be a bullish sort of day. And if you look at this as the weekly time frame over here, we can see that we're getting a weekly bullish C2 currently. Obviously, we're only early in the week though. Radio gold had a bit of a dip, somewhat of a dip during the London session. Right now, we didn't make previous day high. Right now, I'd be looking for this previous day low as our point of interest, or as the low hanging fruit. So looking for price to run lower. We haven't quite shifted structure yet. I'd want to see a close through this level for structure to be switching. We did get a sweep of the high here. So if we close below this level, then we will get a 4-hour change in state of delivery. But overall on the daily, we're still bullish, okay? We're still bullish. So let's see how this plays out. You know, we could just sweep out previous day low and then start shifting back inside, but we'll see what happens. Silver has shifted bearish on the daily. We can see we've got this move through the opposing candles here. Now it's not confirmed until it's closed, but it is looking like we're getting a shift lower here for silver. So don't long today, in my opinion. Let's have a look at Dixie. So Dixie getting that push now that we've been looking for into this bearish point of interest though, but we'll see how that plays out. We've got a devil's mark here. I'll be looking for price to sweep this level. So staying bullish for Dixie, bearish for 6E. Yeah, I'm looking straight at this low here. And then 6B inside this bullish FEG at the moment. You know, can that level hold? We'll be keeping an eye on that. But at the moment, looking bearish right now. Yes, certainly think we could possibly see a move down to this level here. We also have a balanced price range down here, which could be a strong level for price to react to. So keeping an eye on that. You can see that we got the change in state of delivery here. Sorry, here on the 4-hour. Nice reaction off that level 2. We pushed straight back up to it, immediately reacted off of it, and we're continuing to push lower. So if we run our projections from the high to the low there, we're starting to reach into that target area, that -2 to 2.5. So logically, it would make sense if we do come down to this low. So that's where I'll be looking for price to head towards. Let's have a look at crypto now. And we're going to push back to the daily. It's a yucky looking candle today. Not impressed by that at all. First and foremost, previous day low. Be surprised if we don't take that. But we do have a devil's mark here. We could see price reverse back to that. But I'd want to see a structure shift on the 15-minute for that to take place. Ethereum looking for these equal lows here to be swept out. We can see we got that a C2 closure here on the daily yesterday, and we're rightly expanding off of that. Okay guys, thank you for joining me. As always, I do appreciate your support. Remember, code Jimmy for Apex up to 80% off, and code Jimmy Trades for Tradeify up to, I think 30%. I think the 40% finished yesterday, so you can still get up to 30% off. All right guys, take care. Bye for now.